Hey guys, welcome to this new video. So I have something to talk about. Basically, I'm not able to play most Roblox simulators anymore soon. How this works is, I don't know if you've already heard it or not, I don't know if you've seen it somewhere else already, but a couple of years ago, Belgium got a lootbox law, basically to prevent lootbox in games, or loot boxes in games, because it's like gambling and such, and you're wasting money on stuff that you most likely won't even get. But before you will get it, you've already spent hundreds of euros on it, you know. Goes that far sometimes, you know, even in the thousands sometimes. On Roblox though, like if you really want to have something that's like a 1 or 2% chance, and it already costs like 800 Robux to open it, you shouldn't expect to get it in your first 800 Robux, you know. You're gonna have to spend at the least spend a couple of thousand Robux. Unless you get real lucky. But there are also moments where you're just not lucky at all, and you're gonna have to spend 200 times that amount to then get that pet or that item or whatever you're trying to get. Basically, Belgium wanted to stop this, and so did the Netherlands, and so did South Korea. So those three countries right now have all a lootbox law. And what's interesting is that at least I live in the Netherlands, and Adopt Me trading, like I don't play Adopt Me, but I saw this a long while ago, I think like 1 or 2 years ago. They said that they were gonna disable trading for people in those regions. Like I've seen all the games doing it too, you know, not just on Roblox, but just in general, more games have been doing this. Which makes a lot of sense, but it, you know, kind of sucks. If you spend money on the game, you're not gonna be able to play it legally anymore. Like, it's just locked for you, you know? So basically, it just feels like you got scammed, which basically is a fair thought, but it's kind of a permanent ban in the game. But it's worse, but also not as bad, because there are ways to prevent this. You gotta use a VPN for that. Now, I have been thinking about this. I still don't know if I really want to do that or not, but I really love some of the simulators. Basically, I need to set my region to like a whole different country that doesn't have a lootbox law, which, you know, the main majority of the countries don't have that yet. It's definitely coming over the next few years in more and more countries. I think there should just be a really popular country, really big country. Should just get the law. Imagine if the United States is gonna get the law. Man, then the whole world is just gonna do it too, you know. Until then, I think it's just like one country a year or so. Since it's slowly then getting more and more countries will do it over time. I think in like 5 or 10 years, like most countries will have this blocked. Simulators in Roblox are just not gonna be here anymore, because there's no point in having simulators if it's getting blocked everywhere, right? And for us players, it also sucks. We play those games because we really enjoy playing simulators. I'm not into gambling. I have only really bought game passes. I wasn't that guy who would spend thousands of Robux on games to like gamble it away within like minutes basically. So I think personally, like, I don't know if this is possible or not, but I really, like, what I really would like is how Roblox would put a huge warning or something like that if you join the game. Basically, they text that, basically it has like lootbox or gambling, like a bit of gambling in the game, to then notify people about like, okay, you guys are not able to spend money on this stuff, or like it just isn't in the game. If I grab an example here, Roblox Arsenal. You might know it, you might not know it, you might play it, you might not have not played it, but it's one of those popular shooting games on Roblox. What they have done is that people in the Netherlands, and I think Belgium too, you can't buy cases in those games, because it's technically also a loot box, you know, it's like you have a chance to get this, you have a chance to get that. And if Arsenal can do that, then I'm pretty sure that most of those games should be able to just like prevent people from specific regions that you are not able to buy it. Like for example, I play Mining Simulator 2 quite a bit. I've played it quite a bit. Trading got disabled the same second that it got released. Basically, you were able to trade the things, trade loot bags, because basically an egg technically is a loot box. Oh my gosh. An egg is technically a loot box, because you don't know what you're gonna get, and if you're gonna spend in-game currency or Robux on it, it's still basically both things are gambling. It's just that you are not directly spending money if you buy it in-game currency. With like 99% of the games, you can buy this in-game currency, so technically you can buy it with money, which is maybe why they prevented trading like that. I find this really hard to explain, honestly. Like, I haven't done too much research. All I wanted to do is just sit here and talk for a little bit. But what I really find annoying is that, like, I just can't play those games anymore. I need to use a VPN. VPNs are allowed to get used here, but I don't think it's legal if it comes to the point where you can just break a law, you know? I kind of want to try it out, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to risk it or not, because I know what's gonna happen with my account. I know what's gonna happen with the games, and it kind of sucks, because I've made a ton of progress in a lot of simulators, you know? I've only spent money on 7 simulators out of the, I don't know how many I've played. The 7 simulators I spent money on is why I've done a ton of playing. Like, I've played for basically tens or hundreds of hours. Beast Farm, I've almost 200 days of playtime in it, and now I have to say, half of that is AFK and macro. But like another like 80 days or something, I actually play it over the course of like 4.5 years. I spent on playing a game, and I might not even be able to play it anymore like legal soon. Because technically you would say B-Storm is fine, you know, it doesn't have loot boxes at all. But technically you have eggs. The axes work a little different than in your regular simulator, right? So if you buy one in the Roblox shop, like a silver egg, gold egg, mythic egg, whatever, you don't know what you're gonna get, but you're still spending money on that egg. And you don't even know if it's gonna be good what you get or not. It's still kind of gambling. And even the royal jellies, you can buy them with Robux. You can buy them with in-game currency, with honey basically. Technically it's still considered loot crate, because you don't know what you're gonna get, and you can spend real life money on it. So I don't know, the best thing in my opinion, which again, I know if it's I know if it's able like to be like that, but to just prevent us from buying those things with Robux, you know? So basically you can still buy it in the game, you can just not buy the currency and the items in the game anymore. I think that's the really only good solution. It sucks that I'm not able to play a bunch of simulators anymore soon. Every single simulator has eggs basically, and those eggs have pets in them and you can hatch them with certain chances. I have to say though, I really like that the law exists. But what the government here does, guys, remember this please. They try to stop us from spending so much money on basically nothing. They're wasting money on stuff that's like all with chances, so there's no guaranteed chance that you will get this within this amount of Robux. And even if so, you're still spending money on that one thing in the game that doesn't even matter too much. It doesn't add anything to the gameplay at all. But basically, like, you still spend money on that one pet, or that one item even. The government just doesn't want to do this to us anymore, so that's why they have this law. People just get, like, addicted to gambling away the money online. Basically, they've tried to do this with casinos. They have been successfully doing that over here. And now they are trying to do it with the online world, which I really hope more countries will do this. Like, as I said earlier, it will happen in a lot of countries in a couple of years. But I really hope that most countries are already talking about this. I think, though, it's like a really low priority, because there are way more important things in the world right now, you know, obviously. But I really hope this is gonna be a thing that really just is gonna be illegal in a lot of countries in a couple of years. Because gambling is not okay, guys. I want to end the video like this. Don't blame the government. Don't blame Roblox. Don't blame the Roblox developers of that one game. But blame the video games for needing a gambling aspect to make the game somewhat interesting. Basically most games at the moment, and it's still gonna happen, but most games nowadays have all a gambling aspect. You really should blame video games for being like this, and not anyone else. Well guys, I think I've talked for a long while now. It's hard to like just talk about this randomly, like think it would be way better to have a script. But I don't want to do that. First of all, I'm too lazy. But I also don't want to do that. I only want to do that for like really professional stuff. And this is not something professional. This is just something that's purely out of my heart right now. And this is all I really wanted to say. Yeah, once again guys, don't blame anyone for this except for video games being like this. Keep in mind, they're trying to stop us from gambling. They are trying to stop us from wasting our money to spend on useless things in games that you most likely won't even get. Well guys, I think that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video though, please just remember to give a like. My gosh, my voice. Please remember to give a like to the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.